Hello! Welcome to another virtual reality composing session. It's a lovely day here in virtual reality world, and later on I'm going to ask you if you want to join me in Meta Horizon Worlds. More of that at the end of the video, so you can skip there if you need to, but for now let's get on with some composing. Okay, so we're going to use Virtuoso again. I've had a bit more time to play around with it this week, and the main thing we're going to need is this tape recorder, because when we've got our loop set up, this is how we're going to record the final song. First thing I thought I'd do is make sure we've got the looper up, because that's what's going to record all of our loops, and then let's get some drums going. So pop those on there, and then you've got the option to start and stop recording. So the first important thing to remember is that you can put on the tempo sync, and this makes things considerably easier. If we select some sounds to get going, I quite like that quite compressed sound. But I thought it was good to start off with a hi-hat, and what this is doing is it's looping a 2-bar sequence, and it's overdubbing as well, so you can do one instrument at a time. The slight problem is trying to watch this circle going round and working out when it gets to the top, is that actually the beginning of the sync, because it's not quite as you might expect. The good thing is you can reset at any time and just start again, so it's pretty intuitive to keep adding to the sounds, as you can hear here, and then stop your recording when you are done. The next thing you can do is merge those tracks together so they all become one, and then I can delete the other separate parts if I want to. You could obviously just keep them muted, but I just wanted to crack on and come up with a loop. Now we've got the Oorgan, and I've been playing with this, and the different notes, depending on where you go vertically, affects the pitch. Forward and backwards is to do with reverb, but just came up with a simple sequence. Record it by clicking the button if you can't reach it to hit it, and it just starts as soon as you play the first note. And you'll notice I didn't have tempo sync on, so we can reset and just do that again, so it locks in with what the rhythm is. The rhythm isn't quite to the sequence beat, but it's to what I am hearing, so I'm playing the other notes in time with the beat that I'm hearing, if that makes sense. Okay. Grab another instrument. Good old wHarp. And what I realised with this is you can pick those individual notes, but because it's doing overdubs, what I thought I'd do is 2 different timings and play around a couple of loops so they're slightly offset. Stick some high notes in, a variation, and job done. It sounds pretty good to me. Moving on, grabbing the old clusters, so you can try these out as well. Again, it's a for this one left right for the different pitches, and remember we're set in a particular key for this, which I can't remember what it is, but it's sounding okay at the moment. Last thing to add seemed to be the old Wavemin. Bit trickier to use. This did seem considerably louder than the other sounds, and it is supposed to be affected by how far you put your hand into the Wavemin as to how loud it actually is, but overall it's quite a loud sound, so you can edit each of the different volumes and you see that's even still quite loud. This is where you could do your mixing. Okay, get everything ready. In terms of your levels, you could also mix live as you go, but for the time being the sounds are set there, so let's do a recording of the first virtual reality tune. And there you have it. Stop it, save it. I can't wait to have a go at potentially getting this into Logic and adding more sounds, playing around with it. Let's see what happens. Okay, so at the beginning I said Meta Horizon Worlds was something I was looking at doing in the future. If you go over to Worlds, you've got all these different settings, but on the main search for the Worlds option, if you do search and just search for Dex W, seems fairly sparse at the moment because that's the only world you can find, Dex Williams Music. So if you bring up the info for that, you can like it and follow it. If you would like to collaborate, can you put your name in the comments under this YouTube video? Because this is a public world, so technically anyone can be joining and liking it, but I would like to add collaborators to it. As you can see, it's fairly basic at the moment. We've got this sort of banzooey thing which you can pick up and strum if you like. And the only other thing I've added, this is a demo world or test world, we've got a guitar as well. So put your name in the comments under this YouTube video so I know that you've watched this and you would like to be a collaborator, because I'd love to see what we could come up with in terms of a virtual composers sort of community in Meta Horizons. So if this is your kind of thing, do like and subscribe. You'll get notified when more videos come out. I'm looking forward to exploring Meta Horizon Worlds, and thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one. Have a lovely day. Bye for now.